Good morning, amazing third graders. All right, let's talk about what you're going to be learning today on September the 24th, 2020. Today, you will make inferences and use evidence to support your understanding. We're going to talk about the word inference today, and then we're going to focus on the evidence that supports when I make an inference. Let's get started. Let's talk about inference. Inference is if I'm taking the information from the text and I add my background knowledge, that's that schema, then I'm going to get an inference. Now, it is not guessing. We're not making a guess. We're using the text and what we already know to support what I'm going to do or what I'm going to make when I make the inference. Okay? So let's practice a little bit. All right, so it's my birthday and I got a birthday mystery. So I want you guys to help me out. Now remember, we're making an inference now. And so I've been given a mystery birthday box. Oh my God, I wonder what's in the box. So here's some of my text evidence. Wait a minute. The box has holes. It's heavy. It's moving. I hear scratching. I can even hear whimpering. Was that a small bark? Take a moment, think. What can we infer that's in my mystery birthday box? You guessed it, it's a birthday puppy. Isn't he cute? Oh. So, yes, we just inferred what was in the mystery box. Let's go back and think about it. So remember, we took information and then we used background knowledge. Let's recap how we did that. In order for a dog to live in a big birthday box, it has to have holes to breathe. We already know that you need oxygen to breathe. We also know that if it's heavy in a box, it could have been anything, right? But then we heard some things moving in there. And so depending on how big the box would have been, we could have thought it was a cat first because of the scratching. And then we started hearing whimpering, which tells me that it cannot be a cat. I think a cat makes a different sound. And then we know magically what? A small bark. What do we know? Dogs bark. And so kiss your brain, third graders, because if you said a birthday puppy, yes, that's exactly what was in Mrs. Collier's mystery birthday box. So let's talk about, you may hear it be called infer, inferring, or inference. These are three most common ways to say it. So what can you infer about the birthday mystery box? It was a puppy. By saying the gift was a new puppy, you were inferring. Inference. Make an inference about the birthday mystery box. Let's do a practice on one. Let's talk about it before we do. What did you do to solve the birthday mystery gift? Well, you were reading between the lines, right? That holes in the box. And then you started using your schema because you heard the whimpering. And then you knew what? That dogs bark. And so that's how we came up with our inference. So now, Miss Collier is going to model one today. It's going to be the same thing that you do in your DOL for today. Benny and Jed strolled through the meadow. They were surprised to hear humming noises coming from one side of the path. To their surprise, they spotted a hive. They got closer and closer until a swarm came right towards them. Ouch! Ouch! Benny screamed. Benny, run! Yelled Jed. They got me, Benny cried, sprinting down the path. What happened to Benny? Benny got stung by a bee. How do you know? Well, first of all, this text never told us that they were running or Benny got stung from a bee, right? We had to infer, or we had to use our inferencing to come up with this particular conclusion. So let's see, how do we know that Benny got stung by a bee? Let's go use our background knowledge. So let's do some underlining. And this is what you'll be doing in your DOL today too. First of all, hearing humming noises was my first clue from the text. And what I know about my background noises is that bees kind of make a humming noise, right? Yeah. But then they spotted a hive. Where does bees live? They live in hives, right? What does bees do when they're all together? They swarm, right? And so, once they swarm all together, here he said, ouch, ouch. They got me. Tells me that the bee stung Benny. Oh, if you guys were saying the same thing I said, kiss your brain. You're already doing some great inferencing today. So remember, today I want you to do the same thing. Your DOL is going to ask you a question, and then you're going to type your inference. But then you're going to go underline what you know. So let's see if I can share my screen so you can see what your DOL looks like today. You'll be reading the information, and then it says, what was Sally doing? You would come over here and type your answer in the text box. This is where you would make your inference. And then it says, how do you know? Well, this is where you would use the drop down, use the scribble line, and go underline your proof as how you make your inferences, what Sally's doing. Remember, it's not going to tell you what Sally's doing. You're going to be inferring what Sally's doing. Okay? All right. I believe you guys are going to do a great job on your DOL today. You're going to do some awesome work, because I can already tell that your brains are ready. I am ready for you to go make an inference, and don't forget to use the evidence inside of your information to support your understanding to your inferences, okay? If you need my help, today is Thursday. My Zoom is open from 1 to 3. Please pop in, and Miss Carr will help you out with anything you need with your reading and your writing assignment. Thank you.